Why, hello there, everybody. How's it going? It is Thursday, February 4th, 2021. It's about an hour or so before game times of a lot of these hockey games. We're going to talk about hockey and college basketball algorithms today. I was up in South Park, Colorado. Maybe I'll post some pictures. It was fun. I had lunch and bought some beer at the South Park Brewery. It was a good time. But we're in Colorado, so I can make some bets tonight. So I'm actually going to talk about what I'm going to bet because I'm actually going to bet tonight for the first time in a while. So let's talk about hockey algorithm. I'm not going to go over the history of it in this video because I just want to talk about tonight, get this out. So we have this. There's some games that are postponed probably for whatever reason, I'm sure. But looks like there's 6 that are going tonight. These are the 6. And what this algorithm is doing is it's placing the games with the away team on top and the home team on bottom. It is giving you a marginal win percentage thing. So the algorithm's percentage, when it comes to it thinking of a percentage that could be 100 at its greatest or negative 100 at its lowest, in its likelihood that the team is going to win the game, that's what this column is all about. Okay? And when it's green, it means it's really good for the team. Like it really favors Montreal. And it really does not favor Ottawa, really does not favor Arizona, does really favor St. Louis, does really favor Winnipeg, things like that with the colors. And then it shows how powerful we think that team is, which is contributing to the score. And then we actually have a projected score that's based on player stats, which I'm working on, and it is not at all finalized yet, being worked on right now. So anyway, with all that being said, you can kind of see, well, what games look good based on the money line that's offered, and how we think this team, whatever team that's next to the big number here, like Montreal is a really bad line. We think they're going to win 7 to 0.5. You could round these up if you wanted to round these projected score numbers to just to show what the actual number is. 7-0 is what we think is going to happen here. That's amazing. I don't know what's going on with Montreal and Ottawa. I haven't watched any hockey this year, but I'm definitely going to start doing that. St. Louis, we think 5-2. Winnipeg, we think 5-2. Tie game here between Carolina and Chicago, which means that this Chicago at plus 155 is a really good line. Maybe that plus 1.5 is a really good pick for them, given we think this is going to be somewhat of a tie. Now, what does the non-rounded number look like? Well, in that game, it's actually favoring Chicago, really, there by half a goal. So that's why I like to look at it with the decimal. So that's an interesting pick at like Chicago plus 1.5, I would think, or even Chicago to win, because maybe that's what it's saying it's going to do under both circumstances. So sure, why not? That's something I'm going to think about doing. And then I think there's this Vancouver, right? Vancouver, it says that Vancouver is going to win in both projected score in a 3-2 game. They're a better team than Toronto, apparently. I haven't done things like working goalies and stuff yet. I have the stats in here, but I'm not working them into the calculations yet. I will do that before the end of the week. That's going to get done very soon. So anyway, interesting look at hockey. That's fine. We're a few minutes in. Now let's talk about college basketball real fast. So today, it says there's a couple underdogs. I like to talk about underdogs. The reason I like to press this little underdog slicer over here and show what teams are underdogs and what it thinks and why is because there's a money line that's right here. These are not great odds. The 132 for Morehead State, though, where they have a margin at 14%, is really actually pretty darn good. That's pick of the day quality. Like Morehead State plus 3 at home, really good pick. Really, really good pick. So, all that being said, is there anything else interesting in here in the order of descending margin? Right? Are there any good money lines here? Eastern Kentucky at home against Austin Peay, only minus 134. My projected scores are all screwed up, I know that, but they are doing something, even if they're not nominally right. The comparison's supposed to mean something. I don't know what it means yet, but we'll work on that as well. I don't know. I really like this Morehead State. What time is that game? Now there's a slicer over here for time, so we can figure it out by just clicking around and say, all right, is that game after 6 p.m.? I could make a bet on that based on when I'm recording this. The answer is yes, it is. There's also a way to, if you double click on this, it's going to show you information about the game. So it's actually a 7 o'clock game. So yeah, 7 o'clock East Coast. Anyway, all that being said, looking at historical days is something I'll do in a later video. But as for the day, go subscribe if you're interested in getting the emails. And oh gosh, the Google Sheets. That's another thing I want to talk about in this video. Somebody's already here. So people are wanting to get involved in the Google Sheets and make comments. And there's some pictures here or something now. Awesome. Add your own notes. I'm going to set that up in the NHL one. We are now going to have an NHL Google Sheet. This is now going to be today, 2/4, and 2/4 Thursday. So in this day, we're going to have your notes and my notes. And what did I say? I said that Vancouver's a good bet, good line, and I said that Chicago plus 1.5, or plus 155 or plus 1.5 is good, stuff like that. You can put your notes over here, and you guys will be able to do all the stuff that you want to do and talk about as well, because everyone has their own strategies based on what you are seeing and analyzing in the picks and the results and stuff. So I think it's fun for everyone to go through the data and find different trends and what it's identified, because it's definitely doing something. And there's something to be said for handicapping, and this really just throws everything together and allows you to look at everything in one fell swoop and make good judgments about bets and qualities of teams and games and stuff. So good luck, everyone. May all of our picks be winning. And pick of the day in hockey, I'll start doing a pick of the day every day. It's not a good idea just to rely on the pick of the day, but I'll do one because I do think that the algorithm does kick out something that's supposed to be optimal. So when optimal means good line and consistent stats in both categories of margin, power, and projected score. So Vancouver could be they're a stronger team at 86. So Vancouver plus 145 or plus 1.5, one of those is the pick of the day for hockey. And then the pick of the day for college basketball is, I think, that Morehead State game. Yeah, it has to be. They're a 23% power team. Now, the projected score is miserable and says they're going to get crushed, so that's bad. But they have both 19 and 16 games. Don't worry about the projected score; it's screwed up. That's why it's wrong. I got to work on that. Morehead State plus 3 if you just did a pick of the day, actually, because your line's only plus 132. To get 3 points there is actually the pick of the day. All right, guys. Good luck, everybody. May all your picks be doing the best.